This Facebook commenter is going to miss out on 1,000% returns on Bitcoin. They posted on one of my posts that they had sold their Bitcoin at $88,000 and were planning to buy back in at $75,000. Now, they bought their Bitcoin initially at $17,500. So they say they've quadrupled their money and they're going to buy back lower and do it again. No, they're not. They're not going to buy back lower. They're about to cheat themselves, outsmart themselves out of 1,000% returns. Do not ever sell your Bitcoin planning to buy it back at a lower price. In this case, let's run the numbers. This person sold their Bitcoin at $88,000, planning to buy it back at $75,000. That's only a 15% gain. So apparently 400% gain from $17,500 to $88,000 was not good enough. And in doing so, they have already missed out on 40% gain because Bitcoin is up 40% since they sold their Bitcoin at $88,000. One of a couple things is going to happen. One, they're going to keep waiting and they're never going to buy it back, and Bitcoin will be $1 million per coin in the next 5 or 10 years, and they will literally have missed out on more than 1,000% gain. The next scenario is they are going to watch it. It's going to go higher and higher, and it's going to become more and more and more painful. Bitcoin will be some number that's 50 to 100% higher than today. And they won't be able to take it anymore. And they're going to buy back in. They'll be like, screw it. I sold at 88. Here I am buying back in at double that, at whatever that is. They're going to buy back in right before it dips. And then it's going to dip, and it's going to dip more, and it's going to become more and more painful, and it's going to dip more. And it's going to dip down to 140,000, even though they bought it at 190,000. And finally, they won't be able to take it anymore. And they'll be like, screw this. I'm selling. And then when it dips a lot farther, then I'll buy back in. Well, as soon as they sell it, it's going to turn right back around and zoom back up over the course of 5 or 10 years to $1 million. And they will have double screwed themselves once again. This happens over and over. It's just a constant in Bitcoin that if you try to time the market, if you try to sell high, buy low, sell high, if you play any of those games, you're going to get screwed. You're going to miss out on huge Bitcoin gains. And people just do it absolutely constantly. Like my friend who sold 100 Bitcoin at $100 a coin, would have been worth $10 million, but instead he got $10,000. He missed out on 1,000x return because he sold his Bitcoin at $100 per Bitcoin and was planning to buy it back when it dipped. Well, it never dipped and he never bought it back. And so he missed out on 100,000% returns, which is 1,000x, 1,000 times his money he missed out on. Would have been sitting on $11 million, $12 million right now, but he's not. He's not sitting on $12 million. He's sitting on $10,000 instead of $12 million because he sold his Bitcoin and planned to buy it back later at a lower price. So do not cheat yourself out of huge Bitcoin returns. Buy as much Bitcoin as you can. Hold on to it for as long as conceivably possible. Do not sell it with the plan to buy back in lower. Do not play games. Do not be stupid. Do not leverage your Bitcoin by borrowing against your Bitcoin to buy more Bitcoin. There is no more sure bet that you're going to 10 times your money in the next 5 or 10 years with Bitcoin, and potentially a lot higher after that. There's no surer bet. So don't screw this up. Please, don't screw this up. It's not that hard. Formula is simple. Buy as much Bitcoin as you can. Hold on to it for as long as conceivably possible.